Greetings, fellow mortals, and welcome back to the Warlock YouTube channel. My name is Caloraptor. Other Warlocks gather power while I gather internet cringe. And great, the Nurgling is back again. This time, fucking goddamn it, Nintendo granted US patent to destroy Palworld. Oh, I just talked about this fucking patent. Where it's valid anytime before 2020. It's not valid for anything that was announced before 2023, and Palworld was announced in 2021. So already, we're off to a good start. We're off to a bad start. Anyway. No! No! No, not the AI fucking intro again! Oh my god! Oh my god, no! 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 Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! Okay.
Souls living in the game. Harman Smith, he's the name.
Surprisingly, the AI cannot hide the double chins for the rejected Nurgly.
Nintendo reigning, never the same.
Yeah, thank you, Censored, for telling me that's the teenage version of Edelgard. My brother... No, Harman, you are not even my brother. You are not beating the allegations. The evidence is strong for the allegations, but the evidence is not there for... But we can't, but it's not solid, but Jesus Christ, man.
PlayStation, Xbox, all today. Power up is Nintendo's reign. Harman Smith, we break the chains. Big
Oh god, not the Nintendo, not the Pikachu plushie that probably has seen more abuse than I could ever think of for Harman. Anyway.
worlds, we lead the game. Stories only Minecraft stuff, it's all in there. Oh no, no, no! What is this?
Oh god, Harman, fix your goddamn microphone. Nintendo and the Pokemon Company received a US patent on summoning creatures and letting it fight another.
What is this? Was Nintendo just granted a U.S. patent to deal with Palworld's blatant plagiarism?
Never fucking mind. Harman, you do realize that Nintendo doing this patent literally will cause possibly the fucking hell. I'm just going to say this. Nintendo's fucking patent, if Nintendo decides to get bold, could literally go after any indie RPG ever. That is how screwed up this fucking patent is. And by the way, Palworld doesn't fall under the goddamn patent, you jackass.
I thought this was never going to happen. I thought that
Harman, here's the big thing. Other indies, other video games other indie games, other video games could literally suffer from this horseshit. Because Nintendo patented a basic fucking video game fucking mechanic, like riding flying mounts, just because they wanted Power World to get fucked. Power World is not a fucking blatant copy of Pokemon. Jesus Christ, we are only 5 minutes into recording, and I'm already about to crash the ever-living fuck out. I want some food. I honest to God want some food. Thank God I'm going to have some food, watch some Hell of a Boss, maybe, I don't know, watch some Has-Been Hotel or something, while handling a bit of house stuff before reviewing The War Within and reacting to World of Warcraft Midnight Cinematic Trailer, and of course, talking lore speculation. But still. Fucking goddamn it.
Nintendo was abusing the Japanese patent system to...
They're abusing the US patent system as well! And not to mention, once again, the fucking patent... The fucking patent for Nintendo that Nintendo is doing doesn't fall... Power World doesn't fall under that patent. And I want every single game developer, indie or not, I want every single AAA developer, I want every single gaming corporation to call out Nintendo's horseshit with this. Because this patent is basically going to get rid of almost every single indie RPG that ever fucking exists.
take down competition in Japan. Why is the U.S. Patent Office playing ball with this Japanese corporation? Could it?
Probably because it's a fucking bribe. Or, you know, because people are fucking stupid and don't pay attention to this industry, unlike the film industry or anything like that.
Be that Nintendo actually is in the right?
No! Nintendo is not in the right. Nintendo's in the fucking wrong. You goddamn piece of shit. I hope to beyond hope that the allegations that we in the Salt community have made for you, have made against you because of your fucking books, I hope those allegations end up becoming real and that you end up in jail. Not because I don't want your life to fucking be failure, but because of the fact that you are so stupid. You are so ignorant. Oh my god. I have a cherry Dr. Pepper sitting next to me. I could drink that right now.
I noticed that the community...
Get that fucking Pikachu away from you! I'm already pissed. I am already pissed off. I am already starting to crash out. Oh my god. Oh my god. It hasn't even been 2 minutes into this video. It has... It hasn't even been 2 fucking minutes, and I'm already crashing the fuck out. You fucking moron.
was spurging out about Power World again.
Fix your focus! Jesus Christ, Harman, fix that goddamn focus!
Over the last couple of days, but I didn't really look into why. I was busy. I was writing my book. I've been working, getting my
Working?
business set up, making money, streaming, playing Silk Song. Like, I've been doing so much with my life. So, I wasn't really paying attention to the Power World thing.
No, of course you don't pay attention to Power World, because you're a fucking moron. And also because
All of a sudden, though, like every single one of these internet grifters came out and tried to tell us that Nintendo was up to no good and that they're evil. And
Yeah, Nintendo's always up to no good, and Nintendo is being fucking evil because, once again, this summoning mechanic is a staple in fucking RPG games. And indie RPG developers are literally going to be fucked over by this. Also, Harman, once again, fix that. Hold on. I'm going to get closer to my mic. Fix your focus, you fucking moron.
that they're patent trolling, and people started talking.
Yes, they are. Nintendo is abusing patents, especially for basic fucking mechanics that have been around before this Power World bullshit.
About Power World again. And every time this happens, you know that something bad is about to happen in the lawsuit. And by bad, I mean Power World losing, because
Power World is not going to... Pocket Pair is not going to lose, because all Pocket Pair has to point out, because me and Power Boss were in a VC before I handled this fucking bullshit. Before I handled this fucking bullshit in terms of actual fucking gate, in terms of the patent. Power World showed off the mechanic and also was announced in 2021. And the patent is for 2023. Anything 2023 and beyond that has the summoning mechanic fall under the patent. You are a fucking moron.
that's what like the community really doesn't want, is for Nintendo to win this lawsuit, because everyone universally agreed, like right off the bat, that Nintendo was wrong to go after Power World with a...
Yeah, because they're going after a indie dev who can't really fight back. Nintendo is going after a third-party indie dev who can't really fight back, who couldn't really fight back. I think they still kind of can, I don't know. But still, Pocket Pair couldn't really fight back against Nintendo. Oh shit. Yeah, that's shit.
lawsuit, because apparently Pokemon is a generic brand that anybody can just rip off now.
Well, not to mention Pokemon has gone stagnant over the years that it's existed. And Nintendo really needs the competition in order to actually fucking innovate.
Apparently, like, I remember when people were saying the lawsuit was never even going to be filed. And now, like, you know, over the past year, we've seen people say that, like, it's not going to go anywhere. They're just patent trolling. It's relegated to Japan.
Yeah, it is just patent trolling. They are just controlling patents. Nintendo is hopefully, I'm saying hopefully, Nintendo will hopefully lose this goddamn lawsuit, and everybody is going to laugh at them for it, and everybody's going to laugh at you for it.
Like, Power World can't be touched in America because Nintendo didn't file patents here. Well, guess what, genius? Guess what, you...
Yeah, Nintendo filed another bullshit patent, this time over another basic game mechanic that has existed way before Pokemon existed. And now, and not to mention, it goes after games that were announced 2023 and beyond. Power World was announced in 2021, and they showed off the mechanic. And the only reason why Nintendo even went after Power World is because of the fact that people were calling it, it was that people were calling it Pokemon with guns because they were unfamiliar with Power World until now. Power World didn't even market itself as Pokemon with guns, you goddamn rejected nerdling!
Law tube Japanese patent attorneys, you don't know anything about how this
Neither do you! You don't know how this works as well!
works because Nintendo has just obtained a US patent for summoning creatures. And
Which is bullshit!
a lot of people are like up in arms about this. They're freaking out about it. Like, well, summoning creatures has been a thing like in games forever, but like people don't really understand.
It has!
Like what makes Pokemon distinct.
Harman, we don't care what makes Pokemon distinct. The only thing we care about is the fact that Nintendo has patented a fucking mechanic that has been around forever. And Nintendo only had a problem with this, with the fuck, and Nintendo's only doing this because they want to get rid of Power World. That's it!
From other creature collector games, because they do exist, right? You do have like, SMT5, Dragon Quest 5, monsters. You have like Digimon, Yokai Watch, like you have different variants on the same concept, which by the way, Nintendo has not filed lawsuits against.
Yeah, because of the fact that people were calling those Pokemon ripoffs, and they were mainly Nintendo exclusive.
And have even done a whole lot to promote in recent years, with Digimon being presented in a Nintendo Direct, with Yokai Watch being heavily promoted 10 years ago. When they were trying to become big in the West, like Nintendo has no reason to go after a company.
Yeah, because those developers made those games exclusive to Nintendo, and not to mention Harman. Here's the big thing. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm about to explain this again. Power World is only after no, not Power. Pokemon and then the Pokemon Company and Nintendo are only after Power World and Pocket Pair because people called it Pokemon with guns, not Pocket Pair themselves. And not to mention, it has definitely provided much more competition than what Yokai Watch, Fossil Fire Champions, and Digimon have ever provided.
Just because it's competition, that's not.
Oh my god, I'm not going to try refuting this again. I'm already starting to crash the fuck out anyway. Why do you have such a punchable face, Harman? Why do you have such a goddamn punchable face?
Not how this works. This isn't why the lawsuit was filed. The reason they filed the lawsuit against Power World was because, and this is something people noticed almost immediately, it was blatant plagiarism.
It wasn't blatant It wasn't blatant plagiarism.
They straight up stole specific core mechanics of Pokemon.
Oh my god, you fucking moron. The only reason why I am going to fucking hit you. I want to hit you.
And people try and argue that, like, well, the gameplay is more like Arc, but like that.
Yeah, the gameplay is more like Arc, you dingbat.
That's in regards to the trainer. Like when it comes to like the catching mechanics and like.
Oh no, here's the thing with the catching mechanics, you have to beat the ever-living shit with a POW, even without another POW. Even if you don't have another POW, you could still beat the ever living shite out of POWs. Once again, it's more like an Power World is more like an Ark clone. It's more like an Ark clone. Is more like an Ark Survival Evolved clone than it is a Pokemon clone.
Like how they function inside the game world, like it behaves exactly the way it does in Pokemon Legends Arceus.
I want to hit you. I want to hit you.
They specifically ripped off the way those functions work in game. Like it doesn't matter if the genre is different because the actual
It does matter if the genre is different. And not to mention, it does. These patents are still massive, massive bullshit.
character designs, how they're summoned, and how they're utilized is identical. Like if you look at like something like Dragon Quest, you know, you have completely different methods of like interacting with monsters, of recruiting monsters, of summoning monsters, you know, like they do different things. It's not like it is in Power World where it's blatantly infringing on Pokemon's patents. And that's what
Pokemon just recently had these patents filed and fucking approved just so they can be fucking bullshit.
Nintendo is emphasizing in this lawsuit is that Power World violated these patents. And
Oh my god. Power World did not violate these patents. Nintendo is just patenting. Anyway, Nintendo is just patenting more than ever basic game mechanics that have been around before Pokemon existed and that nobody had actual problems with.
have to promote their own terrible knockoff product. And
Oh my god.
that's what this is all about. Like, this is a plagiarism suit that has
Plagiarism my ass!
gotten a weird amount of support from terminally online internet weirdos that hate Nintendo and want to see.
Yeah, you are also terminally online. I am not terminally online, thankfully enough. Thankfully fucking enough. I am not terminally online. The most I am terminally online with is playing video games. That's it. I don't scroll Twitter. I want to hit you so much. And it looks like somebody did hit you because you have a little bit of blood right there. You have a little bit of blood right there, Harman.
Them fail. That's all this is. This is why Grums is seething about it. This is why Clownfish TV is seething about it.
No, Harman. This is not why Grums is seething about it. This is not why I'm seething about it. Why we are all seething about it is because of the fact that Nintendo is patenting basic game mechanics, and those said game mechanics have been around before Pokemon, and they've been around in very popular RPGs like WoW, like Baldur's Gate 3, like Final Fantasy, for fuck's sake.
About it. This is why, like, I don't know, Raging Golden Eagle is seething about it while he jacks off to lolicon porn. You know,
Is that a little bit of projection? Is that a little projection there, Harman? Is that a little projection, eh? Anyway.
like, you know, this is the Pretendo community, right? The people who are pro Power World have no interest in the game. They don't play the game. They don't know anything about it. They don't even understand what the lawsuit is about, really. All they want is the grift.
Oh no, that's all you want. But yeah, you are fucking. You are fucking. Goddamn. You are fucking grifting about this shit. Anyway.
Off of the terminally online audience. They just
You! Oh, this fucking projection. Anyway.
want to complain about Nintendo because they know that that's what's going to get them attention and views. Fratanga has been doing nothing but complaining about Nintendo Switch 2 for the past.
Yeah, because this is bullshit! This is fucking bullshit!
Past 3 months, and I think he went from a 70,000 sub channel to like 100,000, like a huge uptick in relevance.
Yeah, because of the fact that Fred is entertaining, unlike your ass!
Just for complaining about Nintendo, and that
He is not popular just for complaining about Nintendo. He talks about a shit ton of other stuff. He makes fun of Sony, he makes fun of Sony and all that fuck shit.
really all this is. There is a huge online audience, a huge demand for Nintendo hate content. And I've been speaking.
There is not an audience for Nintendo hate content. There's an audience for laughing at fanboys like yourself. Seriously, if my fucking video about talking shit about Nintendo it gets some traction, okay, sure, I don't give a shit. But if I fucking get but the only reason why I'm going to even make content that doesn't shit on Nintendo, but shits on other but if I make content like WoW, if I make content, I will make whatever content I want that is relevant to my channel. As I said, my channel is, here's the thing, if you look at my channel description, let me fucking pull it up real quick. I'm pulling it up on my phone. I'm not going to pull it up here because, well, y'all are watching my channel anyway, so you already know my fucking channel description. But I said, as you can see, most of my videos that exist are RPGs, basically related. Essentially what I do is play RPGs, and if there's any I know the lore over, I'll explain the lore. Expect D&D and many others. You are a fucking exception to the rule of me playing role-playing games and talking about role-playing games. And this summoning mechanic happens to be a vital part to role-playing games.
Out against this for
Fucking
years,
voice crack.
which is the real reason why I'm such a hated personality online.
You are also a hated personality online. You fucking... Okay, I need to calm the fuck down. I need to calm the fuck down because I will eventually get into the VC of Gara's server, and I will need to be calm. But still.
Like, the behavior and culture around this community is disgusting. Like,
No, the behavior and culture of this community is called "we make fun of you idiots because you morons happen to be entertaining to make fun of. And you, Harman, are just annoying!"
we never even seriously entertained the possibility that Pow World could be in the wrong. They really...
Well, because Nintendo keeps being scumbags and keeps doing scummy shit. That's why we keep ragging on Nintendo during this lawsuit. Because Nintendo keeps patenting basic game mechanics like being able to summon creatures, like being able to fucking fly.
did violate Pokemon patents. You know, fans were very quick to point out the similarities. And
Yeah, because that's the fans, not... That's the fans, not the fan. That's the fans comparing Pokemon to Power World because they want to make fun of, because they are sick and tired of Pokemon's shit, of Nintendo's shit.
and you just had, like, internet weirdos just like, nah, that's not play.
And we have you, a internet weirdo, going, yaha, it is fucking plagiarism.
Plagiarism. Nintendo isn't gonna file a lawsuit. Like, Power World's gonna outsell Pokemon, and it's gonna be bigger than Pokemon. And it's just like, first of all, that didn't happen. But second of all, the lawsuit was filed.
And the lawsuit is bullshit.
Is proceeding, and everything I have seen up to this point seems to indicate that Power World is in for a catastrophic loss. All of the copes that Pocket Pair is putting out, all the copes that the fanboys...
Pocket Pair! Here's the thing. This fucking patent should be null and void. I hope it does become null and void because Microsoft, Sony, Square Enix, any developer with a fucking brain is going to look at this patent and go, yeah, no, Nintendo, you are in the fucking wrong. Get rid of this patent or we will stop porting games to your console.
And the Pretendos and the YouTubers are pulling off, like, it's just a giant cope and a seed. They cannot process the fact that Nintendo was in the right to file this lawsuit because it goes against the very narrative.
Harman, this patent goes against the narrative that Nintendo's in the right because Nintendo is 100% in the fucking wrong because of these goddamn patents that they keep fucking pulling out of their asses.
That they've been establishing. It's kind of like how Nick Rekieta spent the entire Wii board saga defending Nick Miata. He's sitting there in his office, not his law office, the office in his basement. He's sitting there telling people that
and here you are sitting in the office in your basement fucking talking about stuff that you don't fucking know. I at least know most of the shit with that patent. God damn it, I'm going to lose my voice because of this.
Yeah, we're totally gonna win, guys. Ty Beard he's gonna do this. Didn't happen. The things that Nick Rekieta were promising were always unrealistic. They were never gonna happen, but that was what the audience wanted to hear. And so he got endless donations, support, and subs for that reason. And Power World, it's the Nintendo equivalent, right? A lot of people want to see Pokemon fail.
No, a lot of people don't want to see Pokemon fail. A lot of people want to see Pokemon innovate. I grew up playing X, Y, Omega Ruby, and Alpha Sapphire. I remember when Game Freak and the Pokemon Company and Nintendo gave oh fucking goddamn, I'm doing this. I will be saying this anyway. I remember when Game Freak and the Pokemon Company gave Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire legitimate fucking flying. Not like the fucking HM, but legitimate flying with Latios and Latias. And I also remember when X and Y fucking gave us Mega Evolutions. And Megas, in my opinion, are the best fucking mechanic Pokemon has ever introduced. I have a bias towards Mega Charizard X because A, I'm a Dungeons and Dragons player. I like fucking dragons. And B, that design is cool as shit. And C, Pokemon X was the first Pokemon game I actually played.
And so they're perfectly content propping up a mediocre knockoff product to try and pretend as if Pokemon is this dying brand, when in reality,
Pokemon is not a dying brand. Pokemon is a stagnant brand. Games like World of Warcraft at least evolve by adding new mechanics and shit with each expansion. Like with fucking... And I'm going to... Like with the recent expansion, The War Within. That added hero talents, which gave much more power to the players. Like, fucking hell, I am overpowered as a Destro Lock when it comes to The War Within.
It's bigger and more successful than ever. Of course, this applies to Nintendo as a whole. The Switch 2 has been monumentally successful.
Yeah, well, the Switch 2 sales have started stagnating, and not to mention, anybody that wanted a Switch 2 got a Switch 2. I don't want a Switch 2. What I want is to fix my 3DS and relive my childhood. That's it.
And we've seen a very strong refusal from the community to acknowledge that at all. But the issue
Take your time. I know it's hard to be as stupid as you are.
is another major narrative in regards to the Power World lawsuit, the idea that the patents were exclusive to the Japanese patent law.
Well, here's the thing. The patents are also fucking bullshit because the patents literally are over basic video game mechanics.
Like that, the patents would not be accepted in the U.S. That has completely imploded upon itself.
No, what I want are the patents to be thrown out of the fucking court again. And not to mention, now with this US patent, I hope Microsoft decides to call Nintendo shit out.
And not a single person is thinking to himself that this could be warranted, that this could be okay, that maybe Nintendo has a case. No, all they're doing is sitting there making excuses. You know,
that's what you're doing! You fucking hypocrite! I am losing my fucking sanity. I am losing my fucking sanity. Jesus Christ. I am losing my goddamn sanity.
The judge who approved that patent, he was asleep at the wheel. He didn't do his research. He doesn't understand anything about.
Yeah, whoever approved that fucking patent was either bribed or doesn't understand shit when it comes to video games, when it comes to gaming.
Video games, like, yeah, he doesn't understand anything about video games. He understands the law, you know?
No, he doesn't understand the law because the law clearly has... Okay, there's two fucking laws. First of all, fair use law. Power World falls under the fair use law. And not to mention, it also... The judge doesn't understand anything about video games because summoning is a basic mechanic in video games. I proved that with my video earlier today with Warlocks. With Warlocks in World of Warcraft, being able to summon demons in order to help them.
He understands patents better than you do.
Yeah, he understands patents than you as well. And I understand patents better than you do, Harman.
You know, you weirdo.
You fucking rejected nurgling weirdo that has a focus better on a Pikachu plush than it does on himself.
Internet spurg, you know, like it's like there's really no consideration as to the legal process.
Yeah, you also don't have consideration to the legal process.
No real thought or consideration to the fact that, like, Power World is going to lose this lawsuit. Like,
no, Pocket Pair is not going to lose this lawsuit because Pocket Pair announced Power World in 2021, while Nintendo had this patent to only qualify for games announced in 2023 and beyond.
The narrative is, and always has been, that Nintendo is evil, and like
Nintendo is being just nothing but fucking bullies.
Power World is somehow this super based anti-woke company that's standing up against the evil Nintendo by plagiarizing the biggest brand in the world.
Oh my God, Harman. I'm going to take it.
It is positively disgusting, and I called this out like even before Power World blew up and like this became like some big mainstream thing because I saw people cling on to this idea that Power World was going to be this huge Pokemon killing thing, and it's just
nobody said that Power World was going to be a Pokemon killer. People have said that Power World was going to be fucking competition.
It's just been this embarrassing just situation over the past year. You still have like the broke up with Nintendo girl like uploading videos like shilling for Power World and
here you are shilling for Nintendo and Pokemon.
saying that's why she's not supporting a Switch 2. Like,
Oh no, I'm not supporting the Switch 2 because Nintendo is fucked. Nintendo is fucked up. And to be completely honest, I don't want to give Nintendo any fucking money. I don't.
next year, Power World probably isn't going to be for sale anymore. You know,
Watch, Harman. Watch as that fucking narrative is turned against you.
Pocket Pair is not going to be allowed to continue operations after what they did. Like, and this isn't going to impact Pokemon's relevancy as a brand.
God damn it, Harman!
At all. Like, the entire cope that people have that, like, Nintendo is shutting down competition. Like,
yeah, Nintendo is shutting down actual fucking competition. Nobody really, which is why people are more willing to support fucking Digimon more than they are Legends ZA.
It has no basis in reality. Like, there's nothing to indicate that. They haven't gone after any of any of Pokemon's other relevant competition. And
oh my god, Harman. If Nintendo does go after Digimon or anybody like that, we will fucking see that you are going to fucking cap for it no matter what.
And I've seen a lot of of coping about that. Like, Nintendo wouldn't dare go after Bandai. They produce a lot of Pokemon merch. Like, nobody cares.
Yeah, Nintendo wouldn't go after Bandai because Nintendo knows that Bandai can actually fight back. Nintendo wouldn't go after Microsoft because Microsoft can fight back. Nintendo is only targeting a fucking indie dev.
Cares. You know, like, you can't just say that Nintendo is shutting down competition and then just turn up.
Yeah, Nintendo is shutting down a competition from an indie dev. Fucking
blind eye to all of Pokemon's competitors that have existed and continue to exist to this day. You know?
Because those competitors are made by companies that can actually fight back.
Like, it doesn't make any sense. It never made any sense. Like,
Nintendo is going after competition from a developer that couldn't fight back, not competition that can fight back.
They just announced Monster Hunter Stories 3. You know, like, you're really going to try and say that, like, Nintendo has a problem with these.
Nintendo has a problem with an indie dev. Nintendo has a problem with a fucking indie dev that has provided competition, not a AAA dev that has provided competition.
Style of, like, this genre of RPG that they won't allow them to exist when they're, like, straight up promoting them in Nintendo Directs, you know.
I am going to fucking hit you. I want to fucking hit you.
When they straight up have, like, Temtem on the eShop, when they straight up have, like, SMT5, you know, as exclusive, like, as an exclusive, find exclusive. Like, you know, like, there are just nothing that the gaming community has said about the situation has ever made any sense. And
yeah, Nintendo is going after Nintendo is using is doing a patent that about a fucking game mechanic that has existed before Pokemon, and Nintendo is going to screw over basically indie devs.
The Pokemon community really needs to tell these people to fuck off.
Yeah, no, I don't agree with you.
That is my mentality on this at this point, because I'm sick of these armchair business analysts and lawyers, people who don't
hypocrite like you
don't practice Japanese patent law, like, making all these crazy statements about how Power World's going to win and how Power World's going to be bigger than Pokemon and how Nintendo's going to go out of business. Like, it's not going to happen. Like, it was
Nintendo will go after business, will go out of business if they actually decide to fuck around and find out. But Nintendo is not fucking around and finding out when it comes to the Power World Stitch because of the fact that they're suing an indie dev.
never going to happen. And yet, you still have these people relentlessly making these dumb videos trying to grift out the situation. No more. It's
You are grifting about the situation.
over. It's done. You need to stop. You are embarrassing yourselves.
So are you! So the fuck are you? Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, please like, subscribe, because I've crashed out and tortured myself for you. I hope you all enjoy, and if you did, but yeah, all that sellout stuff, as Gara says. See y'all later.